Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Hypergamous Journey. My name is Denise. At this channel, we talk about dating advice for women 55. For mature women. I've been saying that for like 12 months. We discuss dating advice for mature women, women who want to partner, women who want to marry, women who just want to do better for themselves in terms of intimate relationships, romantic relationships. I want marriage, so that's the lens through which I view. I'm 62 years old, about to retire. Yay! As I've said in previous videos, I have been doing a 17-point Kevin Samuels video breakdown to his video entitled, Who Are You to Rate Women? And I'll put the link in the description box for my 17 points. And I have a playlist of the points as well that I will figure out how to try to put into the description box. So I am on point number 11 out of 17. Point 12. Single women are not free. They are bound to their jobs, bound to their bills. Your husband is the most oppressive husband ever. The state. Let me repeat. Single women are not free. They are bound to their bills, bound to their job. Your husband is the most oppressive husband ever. The state. Now, I know Kevin Samuels is very controversial, but he could not have said a truer statement than that. As a single woman, that resonates with me so much. So much. Now, I don't really see the state that oppressive because I've always had businesses, side businesses as I worked. So, legitimate businesses, LLCs, tax ID numbers, so that I could legitimately expenses off of my taxes through my businesses. And that's one of the things that's like now, because of the internet and social media, people are doing it now. But when I started out in my 20s, I graduated in 1984. People didn't have side businesses that much. Their main job was their main job. But I always had a side business because I always wanted to be a self-supporting entrepreneur. But I never was able to make that happen for myself. So they were always side jobs. My businesses were always on the side while I held a 9-to-5. So now people can do it are doing it much more and doing it bigger and better, and good for them, because that's what I really believe in, entrepreneurship. Just own your own stuff. And then you can have the life that you want. Will it be easy? It is, but what is in life that's easy? I don't know anything. No businesses anyway. Even the people who are rich today, they struggled, and they will tell you about their struggles. So anyway, he couldn't have said a truer statement as a single woman. I know this for sure. You're bound to your job, you're bound to your bills, and your husband is the most oppressive husband ever, which is the state. So if you have a full-time job and you have a legitimate side business, LLC, a federal employee, employer identification number or employee. But anyway, it's a number for your business. Your business has a federal number. The government gives it to you for free. This is not advice. I'm no expert, but I know this from experience. And then you can file certain tax returns under that business's name, And then the expenses and the income that you make from that business will be taken away from your main business, deducted from your main job, and it just reduces your income and the amount of taxes that you pay. It's been very helpful for me. Yeah, and you have to do all these things by yourself, because people on YouTube and they complain that, we're too independent. Women today are too independent and too independent and too independent. Well, if you're single, you have to be independent, because there's no backup system if you need help. I've been in that situation where, especially in 2008, when the real estate market crashed and all of that, I didn't have anybody, saying, a husband, to say, babe, I got you. We're going through this together. It'll get better. I had none of that. I had friends, but they were going through their own thing themselves. And I had family. They helped. But they couldn't shoulder it completely like a husband could if he was still working, or we could shoulder it together if I was married. And I have a lot of family members who are single women, so they were shouldering their responsibilities as well on their own, and still do. So we have to be independent. But the problem arises when we are in the dating market and that attitude and mindset shows up on the date instead of the softer, feminine side. And after 30 years of doing it for myself and, bound to my job, as Kevin said, bound to my bills and the husband, the state, you begin to feel like, if I don't do this, who is? And you should take care of yourself. But like I said, the problem arises when that independent, strong woman shows up on the date and starts to compete and becomes combative with the man. And those words are said, but let me give you an example. He says, oh, yeah, you ask him, so do you like to travel? He's like, yeah, I like to travel. I've been to Italy, Portugal, blah, 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 blah. And then you say, yeah, I've been to Spain and Antarctica and these more exotic places than he's been, like Bali and Dubai. And then you can, if you're paying attention, you can just slowly see him shrinking, because he's been to common places like the UK and London. Well, London is in the UK, but you get what I mean. He's been to the UK, Ireland, and you've been to Bali, Thailand, India. So you're going into that direction. I'm geographically challenged, or what is that? The Mediterranean? I don't know, but you're going in that direction. And he is in Eastern Europe, I guess. And you're going into the warmer climates and foreign countries. And so you can see him shrinking. That's a small example, but I've seen this happen. So now, most men that I meet, they haven't traveled that much internationally. And I haven't either, but I have been to Italy. And, I went to South America, and I went to Cancun in the last 3 months, December, January, and March. So that's just a small example. But Kevin Samuels hit this on the head when it came to single women. Single women are not free. They are bound. They are bound to their jobs. They are bound to their bills. Your husband is the most oppressive husband ever, the state. May you rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. Thank you for watching this video. And as always, I have my Affirmation Journals on Amazon. Here's one. And I have the free dating guide. Dating Adventures, a self-guided experience. And it consists of a list of dating activities that you can do on your own or with your girlfriend. There are 20 activities on this sheet. Then there's a blank sheet where you can create your own activities if you don't want to do what I've created or you've completed what I've created. And this is the suggestion sheet on what to do, how to flirt with a man. And there's some activities to write in a journal, 1 page, 1 day, and 3 pages the next, for 3 days. And then there's a little box activity for you to write in your journal for 5 consecutive days. So check out my journals, Affirmation Journals, on Amazon. They're in beautiful colors, 2 sizes, 6x9. I don't have my 6x9 with me. 6x9 and 8.5x11. I like this. This is an 8.5x11. I like this size. It's lots of room to write. Yeah. So anyway, I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click on the notification bell. See ya.